Hey guys, welcome to Puget Sound Tactical. Today I want to take the opportunity to show you and talk about some of my Rough Ryder's traditional knife patterns. If you are relatively new to collecting traditional knives, like me, Rough Ryder is really a good brand to get into this space, both for the price level as well as the variety. Under the Rough Ryder Reserve, Queen City knives, you can really find pretty much all the traditional knife patterns under the sun. They are all currently owned by Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Well, without further ado, let's jump into the knives we have in front of me. Let's just start with the one on the left. This is actually a Rough Ryder Reserve, model number RRR 0004. The difference between Rough Ryder and Rough Ryder Reserve typically is in the material of the blade used. Most Rough Ryder Reserves have a D2 blade, whereas the regular ones have typically 440 steel. And also, as you can see, the craftsmanship for this Rough Ryder Reserve is really superb. I would pretty much say it is definitely on par with case knives. So this pattern is called, Rough Ryder calls it the barback, but this is pretty much a bartender knife pattern. It has a small blade for, just your day-to-day tasks behind a bar. And most usefully, it has a bottle opener right here. There's actually some misconception about this bottle opener. Many people are complaining on the internet. It is very awkward and almost dangerous to use because, you have to keep the knife blade deployed. You can end up cutting yourself. This can close on yourself. But actually, the right way to use it is not to have the blade deployed, but to keep it closed and lift the bottle cap open off the bottle. Yep, so this is RRR0004 barback. Next one is a Rough Ryder RR1899. And this one is called a tobacco bone doctor's knife. I've talked about a doctor's knife on my channel before, so I'm not going to repeat myself too much. But this is also a working knife pattern preferred by physicians and doctors in the late 19th and early 20th century. So it is characterized by having typically a sheepfoot or Warrenclyffe main blade. The purpose is, if you need to cut into clothes or bandage, this is not going to, pierce the patient. And also, this is perfect for kind of cutting a pill if you need to do that. And with old doctor's knife, you have this bolster, solid bolster, which pretty much can be used as a hammer. Again, to, to crush a pill or for any other purpose. And this particular one also has a pipe poker. So if you're a pipe smoker, this knife will actually come in pretty handy. Next one is also a very interesting and somewhat unusual pattern. This one is model number RR2326. And this is a buffalo bone pattern toad sticker. That's what they call this pattern. So I couldn't really find too much history on this particular pattern, but this really reminds me of a slightly modified large Texas toothpick. It is very pokey, very sticky, good for puncturing, and good for opening envelopes. Very interesting pattern. Next one is model number RR2386. And this one is, the pattern is called a marlin spike. As you can, as the name may have suggested, this knife has something to do with a nautical use. So this is in fact a popular sailing knife pattern, popularized in the early 1900s. So the major feature of a marlin spike is the namesake spike, which does lock, which is kind of unusual for a traditional knife pattern. And the usage of this spike is not really for cutting or poking, but this is for unknotting a knot, which is a very common task on a boat. Lastly, let's take a look at this electrician's knife, model number RR2345. Again, as the name suggested, this is a working knife pattern typically used by electricians. And one of the key feature is it has this weird-looking blade right here, and it has a liner lock, which can actually lock this blade. And you can use this little notch to kind of strip a wire, a cable, if you have to. And in fact, you can have a cable here, near the notch, and you can also kind of, close this blade with the notch over the cable in order to strip it. The main blade is also very unique. To be honest, I'm not an electrician myself, so other than the wire stripper, I'm not really sure like what the other surfaces can be used. But I am pretty sure they are designed for a particular purpose. Well, if you know how else to use this electrician knife blade, please leave a comment. Well, that is it. I'm going to keep this video nice and short. Again, thank you for visiting Puget Sound Tactical. I really enjoy spending this time talking about this collection of very interesting traditional knife patterns. Thank you. Please subscribe and like.